All right, everybody, we're here with a quick weekend preview, weekend primer on Sports on High. And the St. Louis Blues have minutes ago won the Stanley Cup. And I'm sitting here with Rich out in Chicago. How you doing, Rich?
I'm fantastic, but John, we need to discuss this. Can you please call it by its appropriate Christian name? They won the Stanley Cup final. See, this is the problem with hockey and hockey fans. Why can't you just call it the finals like everybody else? Why has it got to be the final? It's not the final countdown. There's multiple games. Fucking hockey fans want to piss everybody off by having to be so different and then such assholes every time somebody says finals. It's the Stanley Cup finals. And then every hockey fan loses their goddamn mind. That's how you know a real hockey fan, because they correct you if you call it the Stanley Cup finals.
Well, I guess I'm not a real hockey fan then. I've never really noticed the distinguishable difference. It's funny because I do know the distinguishable difference between what a lot of people refer to as the Nationals as a sports card convention as opposed to what it is, the National. So, funny enough, I catch it on that, but missed it completely on ours.
Yeah, this is where people have a problem. Not with the fact, congratulations to the Blues, that if this were 5 years ago, they'd have all been repeatedly punched in the face all throughout the playoffs.
Yeah, oh,
I'm,
absolutely.
I'm still riding for this. They can win. I don't have to. I don't have to like their team though. I don't. I don't have to like their team. Not one bit. I don't have to like their chippy bullshit. And at least the Bruins let the Celtics off the hook as not being the only Boston team not to win a championship in their respective sport.
And though he's not here with us, I know that Brady is extremely happy about the situation.
Why? Because a team other than the Bruins won? Like, what is he happy about? He's not even a goddamn Blues fan.
No, he just is anti-Boston right now because the Boston teams are winning everything.
So that's why he's anti-Boston, because he doesn't like winners?
Yep.
He just likes losers?
Winners eat steak, Brady. Winners eat steak.
Hey, the big winner today is the guy that refused to hedge on his bet, and $400 bet made him $100,000.
Woo! And
So
he had the option to cash out at, $100,000 before the game, or?
No, no, no. I think the highest offer he got was somewhere around like 70 grand. And he said, let it ride. Let it ride.
Hey, way to be, man. Congratulations.
So I hope I hope nobody goes after that ticket. He said he had to put it in like a safe deposit box or some crap. It got weird. But that's what's important. Guys making money off this kind of stuff. That's what we try and do. Try and make a little cash off it all.
Hell yeah. And speaking of making a little cash off it all, how about that UFC ticket?
Ah, it's fantastic. We did great. The one fight I would have got wrong, we were too late to bet.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. So the rest, we were 5 for 5, won the parlay. That was awesome.
Hey, we'll try and do it again coming up with some golf, because we got the big U.S. Open. We got the NBA Finals coming up this weekend.
Okay.
There's just a lot going on in sports. We just wanted to get out there and talk about it a little bit. But I think before we get into those two, I think we should also address the United States women's soccer team and their 13-0 drubbing of Thailand.
Outrageous.
It's bullshit. Why is it outrageous?
It's
Nobody
not
got
outrageous.
pissed off when the
It's
Dream Team was
stupid.
blowing everybody out of the fucking water.
And I mean, I'm not to sound like a dickhead, but pretty sure when there's a tie in the World Cup, what's the first tiebreaker they go to?
Goal differential.
So there's no letting off the gas when you're playing for a potential future spot in the tournament.
Yeah, those Swedes got to play Thailand. They might run up the score. What if the Swedes go out there and drop 15 on them?
Right.
Then is it a bad thing? So there might be deeper issues here of guys getting pissed off that girls are kicking ass. I frankly don't understand it.
Well,
And then
would there have been outrage the other way? Would there have been outrage if we would have lost 13-0? I think there would have been. I think they would have been, dang, our girls weren't ready to play. I don't think their coach is up to it. There would have been outrage, period.
I think the outrage would have been on how poorly our team did. We wouldn't have been pissed at Thailand. We would have been pissed at our team.
Exactly my point. Exactly my point.
So, and this kind of brings it into the bigger topic of Katie and all the other stuff that's going on. Like, everybody seems to want to hate on these individuals. They want to criticize the individuals. I try not to criticize the individuals. I think that I take a bigger view of, the only individuals I'll really criticize are owners, because they're assholes for the most part, and leagues in general and the stupidity that they do. But these are just people. Yeah. They're people like us. And if any one of these morons online that wants to bash all these people, if we just, I don't know, sent like 5 reporters, had them dig into their lives, sat and put their regular life on TV while they're at the office, I think we'd find plenty of dumb shit to criticize and tweet at them. We'd be making fun of the way that, Joe had to run to the bathroom because he almost shit his pants, Paul Pierce style. We do that. Everybody's got bad days. We're all human. Why are we bashing these people? They're people. Don't do that.
Yeah, I almost think that part of the problem with this is the Facebook culture, the look at my perfect life, and everybody's starting to take that attitude that if you didn't see anything that otherwise would assume, you have to assume my life is perfect. So I'm not a big fan of that.
Like people put so much hate on Katie. People actually went so far, even in regular media, to write the piece, is KD faking? Like, is he just doing this to screw over the Warriors? Like, or the fact that a month ago KD was the best player in the NBA, and now up until last night he was the softest guy ever because he wasn't playing. It's like, what more do they want? The guy went and risked his career, risked $250 million. He definitely didn't do that to make all these people happy. He did that for his teammates. And now all of a sudden everybody loves KD and we want to give him all this stuff. Like, where were you guys all beforehand? Like, why was everybody criticizing him? Why, like, they're 33-1 without KD. Maybe KD's the problem. Are you fucking kidding me? One of the top 3 players in the NBA, he's the problem? I went in on this on Sunday. Like, I just don't get it. I don't understand why everybody wants to be so hateful towards people and nitpick their lives. Like,
and let's be real. When Kevin Durant was playing the other night in Game 5, they looked horrible, didn't they? Kevin Durant looked like he was slowing them down, didn't he?
Oh, he was terrible. What was he? 3 for 3. He had 11 points in 12 minutes. The Warriors were up by 11.
Yeah, hogwash.
I don't think he was making a difference. I mean, they did win the game, right?
Yeah, they did win the game.
It didn't take any sort of miracles or just unbelievable stupidity by the Raptors. Like, none of that came into play. Now they're going to go out in Game 6 and win one for the Gipper? Come on.
Yeah, this series is over tomorrow night, right?
So it might be, Sunday. I don't know about tomorrow. Hey, there still might be some magic left in there.
Okay.
I don't. The problem's going to be, who are they going to play at their center position? They play Boogie and Bogut. Like,
that's all they've got
Looney
left.
played with one arm, and he's still going to try and play. He's going to try and practice and play. They're all insane. Clay's got one leg. Iggy's got one leg. Steph's undersized. Not to take away that Kawhi's obviously injured, but, like...
All right, as somebody who likes to look forward, Rich, what do you think this does to Durant in the future? We were looking at a big offseason for him. Now, if he's going to be gone because of a ruptured Achilles for a year, what is this doing to Kevin Durant's future, you think?
I don't think it does anything to his future. I really don't. I think if the some ESPN reporter came out and said he talked to 3 teams and they'd all offer him the max. Hey, how about you talk to all 30 teams? Because I guarantee you there's still 30 teams that would offer that guy the max. You know why? Because you can't get Kevin Durant any other way. You offer him the max, and you let him rehab for an entire year. You just let him sit out. Now, if I were the Warriors, I'd tell him, hey, opt into your next year. We'll pay you the $37 million or whatever it is, and then we're gonna give you the max. Just do it.
So what would prevent them from just saying, "Hey, screw that 31 million opt in. Why don't we just give them the max now?"
Well, I'm just saying by doing it that way, you give them a whole extra year. And then you give them the max. And you just say, we appreciate you. We appreciate everything you did. And, they'll by him opting in and then being injured for most of the year, they actually get all that money back anyways. Like insurance, somebody else covers that. It's not on their pocket. It's the same way. John Wall, they get 80% of John Wall's salary back for next year in Washington. Why would they trade John Wall now? They don't have to trade him until next year. The biggest thing this messes up is the Knicks or the Nets or the Clippers. It puts a lot of the rest of the NBA in a holding pattern. But if you were a mediocre team, why wouldn't you pay Kevin Durant the max, have him sit the year, tank the season, get a great draft pick, have things to trade, free up space, and then all of a sudden you get Kevin Durant in 2021, and you're free and clear and ready to rock and roll. You make him happy. He gets to do all his stuff. It only changes for next year. It doesn't actually affect the long-term view of the NBA. Granted, we as fans have to go a whole year without him. And, all the internet trolls, who are they going to hate on? Kyrie? That's my guy.
Well, I mean, there's going to be one extra internet troll sitting there with a lot more time, right?
Oh, I hope he just fucking spends a whole year fucking just skewering everybody. Skewering everybody. Don't even hide it. Just as easy money sniper, just come out and snipe on everybody. It'd be I would love it. Let's have him just write a running diary of all the nonsense in the NBA and every stupid thing he hears. It would be great. Let's have him out. Let's have him out. This whole Rich Paul, LeBron James bullshit that's going on and all the tampering that they're actively doing and basically just threw in the NBA's face in that Sports Illustrated article. It's just, it's unbelievable. It's so great. But I want to jump right back to this game.
Okay.
I think if you're not cheering for Golden State, you're un-American. This series is not the Warriors versus the Raptors. This is America versus Canada. And this is for American pride. We cannot have the Larry O'Brien trophy go to Canada. It's the most un-American thing. Canada's going to have our sports trophy.
I mean, we've been wiggling the Stanley Cup in their face for 30 years, dude.
I don't give a shit. Does anybody actually want to see Drake on a parade float with the trophy?
No. The problem that you're going to have convincing a lot of Americans with your argument is they're so sick of Golden State, a la New England.
I think Golden State and KD just bought him another year of goodwill. Everybody loved the Warriors until KD went there, and then everybody turned on him.
Yep.
Get the fuck out of it. What? You don't like winners? Is America full of Bradys?
Nope, just one.
Well, it certainly seems like it's a world full of Bradys hating on all the winners. I don't like going after people, but I do like going after people who go after people. Because at some point, you got to teach people the lessons. Now, Skip Bayless actually had the balls to say that it was okay that the Toronto fans cheered when KD got injured. And I've heard other people defend that they were cheering for the steal and the layup, and that's why the fans were cheering. Listen, I watched it. I had the sound on. There was a slight cheer on the turnover, there was an even bigger cheer when he fell to the ground and grabbed his ankle. And the fact that, some of the Raptors players, all the Golden State players were telling him to shut the fuck up. Then they were like, oh shit, we're being fucking assholes. And they changed their mind. But this just proves there's too many Americans that have become Canadians, and that's why they turned it out to be assholes. Because all the other Canadians I met were super nice. But for some reason, Toronto's a city of assholes that really just want to win so much. So if you are going to cheer for somebody to win in the NBA Finals, put your red, white, and blue underoos on and start cheering for the Golden State Warriors, because this is for American pride. That's what it's about.
I agree. Let's go Warriors. But
yeah. And Skip Bayless can kiss my ass too. And if he wants to debate that whether or not he's biased against Kawhi because Kawhi broke his heart and he's still madly in love with Kawhi. But if he says one more thing about number 2 being bailed out by his teammates, I want Skip Bayless to look me in the eye and tell me that Toronto would be in the finals without Kevin Durant. Without Kawhi Leonard. Go ahead, Skip. Tell me Kawhi's not the only reason that Toronto's there. Because he is the only reason. They're a first-round exit if Kawhi's not on that team. We've seen it every year. Go ahead, Skip. Fuck off.
Yeah, DeMar DeRozan brought them to playoff disappointment year in and year out. The same squad around him, pretty much.
Look how much better Kyle Lowry is with Kawhi by his side. The whole team is taking on Kawhi's persona. It's magical. It's great.
Yeah.
Now, if I were to place a wager on this game, there is only one wager that I would make. Not one, but I would prefer the over.
Okay.
I think the only way Golden State wins is, they played great defense in that game. Now, whether it was an inspirational defensive effort, and everybody seems to think that the only way they're going to win is by keeping a low scoring. I don't know. This has a 120, 115 kind of feel. Steph and Klay go off. Now, if the Raptors turn around and blow them out, it's going to be high scoring anyways because they're going to lag on defense. So I think the over is the way to go in this game. I don't understand why Golden State's a favorite. I don't understand how anybody's been a favorite in any of these games. None of it makes any sense. And the underdog has covered every single time in this series.
Yeah, and hasn't the road team won the last 4 games?
Yep. 4 out of the 5 games have been road teams. It's just Golden State has been very fishy all year in this one aspect. So many overs and unders, point spreads decided by a point, half a point, convenient missed dunks and turnovers. It's been systemic since the Houston series, and I'd be interested to see somebody run the stats and tell me how many times the Warriors have fallen on Vegas's side of where they needed to be. Because I think betting against the Warriors has probably been the best bet all playoffs. They never cover, ever. It's unbelievable. They just don't. I don't know why.
So the only thing that you're comfortable really putting money on in the NBA game is the over in Game 6.
Yeah, because it makes 0 sense. Before the last game, the over got bet up like crazy. Everybody drove the point total up by like 5 points. Now all of a sudden it's not moving and it's staying 2 points below where it opened last time. I don't see it. I don't buy it. There's something fishy about it. And if I'm gonna watch the game, I want points. I'm gonna bet the over. Maybe it's a sucker bet, but I don't think so. I think we're good to go. I think it's going to be fun. We'll see if Steph and Clay are real men. And, everybody that wants to tell me that Steph is one of the 10 best players of all time, he better prove it. You got to win this game, Steph. If Steph's really that great, the Warriors win this game. But the fact of the matter is, I don't think he is. I think Kawhi's better. I think everybody would take Kawhi.
And is there any chance? How's Clay doing? Is he still going to be 1 foot Clay or?
Clay seems to be a real warrior. Maybe Clay is now like the third hottest free agent. He's gonna get big money.
Yeah, yeah. He'll get as close to max as he can get, right?
He'll get the max. He doesn't get the super max
Because
right,
he didn't make the right. Because that's what it is.
yeah, because a whole group of writers actually decided to put on paper that they'd take Kemba over Clay.
Yep, heard him talking about Kemba. Kemba could make 240 million if he stays in Charlotte, but he's probably gone.
He said he wants to stay if they offer him the max. We'll see if Charlotte cheapens out.
Yeah, I don't think MJ is going to pay him that much money.
That's the same amount of money that MJ paid for the team.
Jesus.
Good for MJ. Good for him. Good for Kemba. Good for everybody.
Yeah.
Pay them all. Pay them all. I still think that all the American sports franchises are clueless when it comes to salary structure. And if these owners were smart, they would adopt the European model. Because the European soccer model, they make way more money than all the American sports. Way more. And it has to do with how they pay players and how they structure it. So eventually they'll figure it out. But, I think we're going to have an NFL strike in 2021. I definitely think that's happening. Because that CBA's up, and I think the owners are going to be real knuckleheads about it all.
Wouldn't be totally shocking, but we'll catch up on that another day. What else are we looking forward this weekend?
The other big thing is we get another major. We got a little Tiger. We got a little love. Tiger at Pebble Beach, where he destroyed everybody. I mean, granted, it was a long time ago, but we got another chance for Tiger to win a major. It's very exciting. But there is a great kind of set of bets that you can find.
Okay.
And those are player matchups. And you bet anybody against Rory McIlroy. If you can find Tiger versus Rory, if you can find Dustin Johnson, Bruce Koepka, like Rory is actually favored to score better than Brooks Koepka. Brooks Koepka's won half the majors over the last 2 years, and Rory's favored over him.
Why?
Now, I don't know. Because he won last week in Canada. Haven't we already covered that Canada is not real sports and that what happens in Canada doesn't count in America? I don't understand this. Rory statistically is having his best year ever. However, Rory sucks at the U.S. Open. Like, if there was a bag of dicks on every hole, Rory would gobble it up.
Okay.
Like, he's just not good at it. Johnson, Koepka, Tiger, Spieth, everybody but DJ you can get as an underdog against Rory in head-to-head for the tournament. So bet them all. Just bet them all, make tons of money betting against Rory. Now, the real crazy thing that I wanted to do, because it's just insane, is I wanted to give you 3 people to finish in the top 10.
Okay.
And I want to parlay them all together. Because picking 3 people to finish in the top 10 is just insane.
Okay.
Because I'm going to pick 30% of the top 10 and we're going to parlay them all together. So the first person we're picking to finish top 10, Brooks Koepka. I can't see this guy not finishing top 5. I can't. He's on fire. He's got everything going in the right direction.
Okay.
The next guy is my buddy and the man that I hope eventually someday takes the mantle of our new John Daly, and that's Patrick Cantlay. He is just the best at maneuvering in the short kind of area and hitting his irons, getting on the green. Patrick Cantlay, lock it in.
All right, that's 2. What do you got for number 3?
I think we're going to have to go with the resurgence of El Tigre. Tiger to make a charge on Sunday. Not sure if he's going to finish, top 5, but Tiger's going to make a run. This is Tiger's year. This is his comeback. He's gonna get a little Perkins waitress, maybe a little Shoney's action. He's gonna, he has his, original back 9 lady by his side, and I'm sure she likes to get a little freaky deaky deaky. And we're gonna put it all together and make it all work. We're giving you all 3 of those guys to finish top 10.
All right.
They're
nice.
all around even money. Patrick Cantlay is actually you get 1.5 to 1. Now, if you can find somewhere to parlay them all together, probably be in the range of 5 to 1.
Okay.
And now, mind you, I just gave you 30% roughly of the top 10. 3 people, all going to finish in the top 10.
All right. So we've got anyone versus Rory, and then the 3-player top 10 parlay of Brooks Koepka, Patrick Cantlay, and El Tigre Woods.
Yes. Few other things I like.
Okay.
Lowest round of the U.S. Open, 65 and a half. Now, it's a par 71, so that means that somebody has to shoot 6 under par in one round. The projected total of the winner is 8 under. I like the over. I don't think anybody's going to shoot 6 under in one round.
Okay. 1 over. Oops. Got it.
Now, few others. U.S. Open, nationality of the winner. USA versus the field. More Americans are favored right now. Like, if you look at the odds, overwhelming majority is American.
Okay.
I'm an American. You're an American. We have already discussed on this pod how important it is to back the American. I'm going to bet an American to win this at minus 160. I don't care. It's the right thing to do for this country. Support the troops. Support Americans.
So you have to bet $160 to win 100.
Correct.
Okay.
But why not? Americans are favored.
America.
Now, this might be controversial, but there is a prop. Will there be a hole-in-one? Now, the sucker bet here is to say yes.
Okay.
We're going to bet no. It's the worst thing to do. It's like betting no buzzer beaters in March Madness.
Okay, yeah.
That's not what you want. You want to see a hole-in-one.
Of course.
But it's not likely. There's not a better chance that it's going to be yes. We're going to bet no. It's a very, very good bet. And then we get all our Tiger props. What do you think we should do? Because there is one that's a little outrageous that we might want to throw $1 on.
Okay, what you got?
Will Tiger Woods have a bogey-free round? Now, if you think Tiger is going to win the U.S. Open, the best thing to bet is will Tiger have a bogey-free round? Because in order for him to win the U.S. Open, he probably will have to have a bogey-free round. That bogey-free round is 25 to 1.
Wow. Okay, so you bet 100 you could win 2,500?
Correct.
Ooh, nice.
I'm sorry. That was for round 1. Bogey-free in any round is 10 to 1. My fault. I got a little excited and misread that.
Okay. That's
But
still
still,
nice.
at 10 to 1, it's great. Now, if you want to get crazy, you can pick the nationality that you want and pick, so who will be the top European.
Okay.
You really want to do this? Jon Rahm's your guy. He's plus 800. If you want the top Australian, Adam Scott plus 180. We're just going to knock these out. Top guy from Great Britain or Ireland? Ooh. I have no idea. Let's go with Tommy Fleetwood.
All right.
Maybe we should get real crazy. Will Bruce Koepka lead the tournament from Thursday to Sunday and win? 40 to 1.
Wait, will he lead from when?
So after the end of the first round, will he be leading?
And then carry that lead throughout Sunday?
I mean, no, he has to be winning at the end of Thursday. He has to be leading at the end of Friday. He has to be leading at the end of Saturday. And then win the tournament on Sunday.
40 to 1?
40 to 1.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I mean, I think if Bruce Koepka wins, that is a very distinct possibility.
And if you're going to bet straight on him to win, why not bet that? That'd be huge.
Yeah. I would rather bet that than bet him to win than just to bet him to win. And the only matchup that I see right here on this one website with Rory is Jordan Spieth at plus 180. I like Jordan Spieth to... I like everybody. I don't even know if Rory McIlroy is going to make the cut. I wonder what those odds are.
Wow.
They don't give you Rory to miss the cut. But that would be my golf stuff for this weekend. I think it's going to be very exciting. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope we get Koepka and Tiger down the stretch battling it out. I hope Tiger stares him down. And I hope Rory falls flat on his face.
All right. There you go.
I don't know why I said that. I take that back. Rory, I hope you have a great time. You're a wonderful person. I'm sorry I said that. I feel bad. He's just not gonna. It's not gonna go well for him. I'm sorry. I hope I'm putting my money on it. Putting my money on Rory not doing well.
Sorry, Rory, but
sorry, Rory. I'm not hating on you. I think you're a wonderful person.
But we got to do what we got to do.
Yeah, and I think you play better if you wore Ricky Fowler's outfits.
See the one that wears the orange shit all the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad you got that. I bet if he dressed like Ricky Fowler, people would actually get him confused for Ricky Fowler.
It's hilarious. Get them to play together looking like twins.
Oh, it'd be fantastic. So that's it for the weekend. I
Okay.
do agree. I do agree with Big Cat from Barstool. I think if the United States women's national team keeps kicking everybody's ass and wins the World Cup, that the rest of the world should have to refer to it as soccer from now on until they can beat our women's team. I think the women have earned that right for America, that the rest of the world has to call it soccer.
Wow. Is that just people that are spectating during women's games, or does that carry across to the men's sport too?
I think in the men's they can still call it football, but in any non-specific men's World Cup speaking, they will have to refer to it as soccer. So if you're watching, it's English Premier League soccer, and they should all have to change their name from football club to soccer club, and they should put the onus on, hey, beat the Americans and we can start calling it football again. Otherwise, unfortunately, we have to call it soccer.
Wow.
It's not even July 4th and we're this patriotic around here.
Love it.
And because that's what we got to do. We got to support. It's tough times out there. It's hard out there for a pimp right now. We got to give these ladies some love, and they've earned the right for the rest of the world to have to speak to them appropriately in our language of soccer.
Amen. All right. Well,
So for all those football fans out there, email us at sportsonhigh@gmail.com and kiss my ass.
yeah. You see, we were smart and we got the technology down at the bottom again, right?
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
You're doing all right over there.
Not bad. Not bad.
We got Tiger to cheer for. It's going to be great. I'm very excited.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm a little sad hockey season's over, but that means my other favorite season, it's not sports related, is coming up. So,
What season is that?
oh, it's Big Brother season.
Oh my gosh.
Big Brother starts in 2 weeks, my guy.
Is there anything good on it?
Besides everything, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're over there laughing, Rich. I'm going to try out for Big Brother 22.
Once you've dropped a few more LBs?
Just a few.
Just a few?
Yeah.
You're going to send in that tape? Put yourself on wax and send it in?
Yo, I got to do what I got to do, man. I got to go into that house and win $500,000.
What are you going to do with $500,000? That's not going to be enough.
No, it's plenty for 3 months.
Do you care about the money, or do you just want to win Big Brother?
I want to win Big Brother.
What if they told you, if you win Big Brother, there's no money?
I would win Big Brother.
All right, then you should go be on Big Brother. We should start a slow campaign of all 7 people. And we'll cause a Twitter ruckus. We'll buy some Russian bots, maybe some Chinese bots, and we'll have them all just flood Twitter
Hey.
make John put John on Big Brother.
If Donald Trump could do it, I could do it, right?
Yeah. Just be anti-Trump. Like John winning is not for Trump, or maybe if you're pro-Trump, I don't know which one makes you more popular.
Oh, no, I just meant that I would take Trump's campaign policies.
What, you're gonna insult everybody?
Russian bots, say shit that's just out off the wall. Yeah, that's what they want on TV, right? Random, complete fucking craziness.
Yeah, they want you to be a caricature. I mean, if you want, I can give you a bunch of my crazy thoughts and hot takes. I mean, I do text them to you after that.
That's all right. I've got a few of my own for that. But that game is fun, and it's a game. It's another day. It starts in 2 weeks. CBS, check it out.
Let's see, real quick before we go.
Okay.
Women's World Cup lines. USA versus Chile. They are minus 10,000.
So you have to bet 10,000 to win 100?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The over-under is 5.5. Is this a sucker bet?
What, you don't think they're going to get 6 goals?
I'm asking, is this a sucker? Doesn't that seem low? They just put a 13 spot. I mean, Sweden's over-under against Thailand's only 6.5.
What's up with Chile? Are they any good? Can't imagine that they're gonna.
I'm sorry to inform everybody, but I'm not that up on my women's soccer and who plays and if who's good or not good.
Yeah, we gotta get our buddy Carl out here. He's the women's soccer expert.
I will tell you this. In all the other games that are listed for in the next couple of days, there is no other game that has a higher over 3.5. They're all 3.5 or 2.5.
Except for USA games?
Except for the USA game and the Sweden game against Thailand.
Wow.
And if you bet the over in the women's game, you're getting plus money. 100 will win you 125. I don't understand. This has got to be a sucker bet, right? Am I being screwed?
Maybe. You better check out, see how good Thailand?
No, Chile.
Chile's goalie is.
Fuck it. I'm going to bet it. Because why not? That way, then I can be mad at the women for not scoring enough goals. All of America should have to bet the over in this game, and then they can send their angry tweets to the women why they didn't score enough goals.
I'm in.
I think
we should get on Twitter tonight and be like, "Yo, we bet the over, score goals, bitches."
Yeah. I think we should just blast out the over. Over is only 5.5 goals in the USA versus Chile. How dare they disrespect the United States like this? That line should have been 8.5.
That's right.
All right. Well, we locked that one in. We're betting it and we're going for it.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm so excited now. I can watch the soccer game and care even more about nothing.
When do they play?
The 15th. I don't even know what day that is. Day is today. 3 days.
12.
Saturday.
Saturday, okay.
Perfect. Saturday at noon, I will be feverishly checking my phone, wondering what the score of this game is. I say we go big. Let's go huge. Go big on this one. Why not? Ride the wave.
USA.
Yeah. Nothing says making money off your own country like the United States of America. Off the backs of other people. We're just doing our American duty.
Fantastic.
That's
all right.
it.
Anything
Let's
else?
get out of here.
All right.
No.
Thanks for coming in, folks. You see us down here, sportsonhigh@gmail.com, sportsonhigh2 at Twitter, and we'll talk to you soon. Out.
The champ is here.